The hype is real, hyperadio.com. Flavor Show's on your airwaves right here, right now. What's going on? It's your big dog, D-Funk. How you doing? How you living? It's Friday, man. It's Funny Fridays, and we do it like this each and every Friday night. Yes, y'all. So check this out, man. Live with me right here and right now, holding it down, the one and only Nick Larson. What up, player?
What's up?
Yeah, and Danielle.
This is loud in my ear.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, you picked it up. You did.
Yeah.
I picked it up a little bit.
No.
Yeah, you can pick it up. That's good. That's probably better.
I'll hold it like it's a hot cup of tea.
You know, you look like a T-Rex holding that thing, like,
Nice.
with the baby arms.
He's like, it's gonna break. He's like, it's a sting tea.
Yeah. How you guys feeling, man?
We're good.
All the way from the 209. If you don't know what the 209 is, that's Stockton, California. All the way
Stockton,
from
California.
Man, thank
Happy
you guys.
to be in Fair Oaks.
Well, thank you guys for coming all the way out here, man. I appreciate
Is that where we are,
you.
Fair Oaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are in Fair. We're in Fair Oaks, Shadow? Citrus Heights. Fair
Citrus
Oaks.
Heights.
Oh, okay. There we go.
How dare
Yeah.
you? Move this way a little bit.
Sorry.
Same thing. Yeah, you guys get comfortable. Get comfortable. It's all good. All right, so this is Funny Fridays. I like to bring the funniest of the funniest in here for the Flavor Show, and I believe I did that. So one at a time. We'll start with you, Nick, and then we'll move over to the side. How long have you been doing stand-up comedy, my man?
Been doing stand-up comedy for almost 10 years now. In March, it will be
Wow.
10 years for me.
10 years. How about you, Danielle?
It's been 10 and a half years.
10 and a half. Oh, she's
Yeah.
got a half year on you, my man.
What's
Yeah,
up?
I
A
know.
half year.
But she took a break though,
I
so
did.
we're kind of like the
We're
same
the
amount of
same.
time.
Okay.
In the very, very beginning, I took like a little break and then got back into it. But
All right. Yeah, I took a 3-year break myself.
Equal planes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So, both of you are here, and I guess people are wondering, well, why 2 people at once? Well, what's the relationship here? What's going on with this?
We're married.
Just recently married.
Yeah.
Ah,
October 3rd.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank You.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Yes.
Man, newlywed.
We're locked down.
We did it.
Yeah, man.
Two married comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stuck now.
Mhm.
Nobody thought it could be possible, but it's possible.
It's possible.
Because every time we talk to people, it was like, "You're married to a comedian? Ooh, what's that like?"
And
I'm
everybody
like,
wants us to fail.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And
Like,
we're
for
like,
real.
It's fantastic.
Well, fuck those people then.
Yeah.
They're like, well, you guys don't fight? And they're like, oh, just wait. After you get married, it changes. And I'm like, we've been living together all through the pandemic.
Okay.
Just the 2 of us.
All right.
No fights, nothing. And we've gone through highs and lows as far as our personal lives together.
Right.
And like, everything. And it's like, nah, we're fine.
No
Yeah.
fights?
No.
Really?
0 fights.
Wow.
When something
2 years.
happens where there's like maybe a miscommunication,
Uh-huh.
we just talk it
talk it out.
out.
There you go.
So
And that's
it's
the
not an
best way
actual
to
fight.
do it.
Yeah.
You don't fight it out, you talk it out.
We do. And we talk until it's solved.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because
Nice.
you're adults. You're gonna have, especially if you're with each other 24/7, you're gonna have a disagreement about something.
Right.
Yeah.
But it doesn't turn into a shouting match. It's just a conversation.
Okay.
And then
okay.
Squash
it's
the
literally
ego.
done within a minute.
Yeah.
Now, is the home stuff off limits as far as being on the stage? Like, as far as writing, like, is that off limits? Or do you guys say, hey, write about me, I don't
There's
care?
nothing off limits.
Most of our jokes are about each other.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. That is so dope, because I would think that she'd be like, you better not write about that.
I have no ego.
Really?
I don't give a shit. I've
Nice.
been bullied my whole life. Nobody can make fun of me better than me.
Okay.
So when he does it, I'm like, that's good, but maybe you could add this.
Ah, yeah, see, you can
Especially when you've done roast battles and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
You're like,
man,
it's
roast
fine
battles.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Or you done roast in general. You're like,
Yeah.
I can make fun of myself. It's no big deal. So if
Yeah.
you say something, it's not going to hurt my feelings. You can say
Right.
whatever you want.
We don't even
Right.
roast each other though.
Yeah.
We'll make jokes about each other, but it's in a positive light, which is
Yeah.
weird, but it's fun.
Yeah, exactly. We try to find
Super
the
fun.
positive in every joke. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
like,
you have to.
Like she's vegan. I'm
Okay.
like, she does all the cooking, so I'm like 80%.
All right.
But usually, like, a couple they'll find the negative in it and be like, oh man, I gotta eat like fucking like broccoli all the time and shit. I'm like, no,
Right.
I find the positive spin on it and make it funny that way instead of going negative, because
Right.
it's a cliche.
It's
stupid.
easy to go negative anyway. It's
Yeah.
better to go positive, because you get more creative.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's more fun.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. Well, man, it's an honor to have you guys on
Yay.
the Flavor Show tonight. I really appreciate you coming. Now, let me ask you this: how about your favorite place to perform? Huh?
Oh, my very favorite place to perform is the Ice House in Pasadena.
Nice. I like that place
There
too.
is something in the water there. The crowd is
Nice.
always fire.
Right. How about you, Nick?
Favorite.
My favorite place?
Yeah.
Probably Punchline Sacramento.
Punchline?
The crowds over there are fucking fire. But, Reno, have you been to Pioneer Underground before?
No, I have not.
Pioneer Underground is pretty fire. The crowds
Really?
up there are really good.
Wow, I need to get over there.
Or
then.
Laughs Unlimited. Like,
Yeah.
Sacramento area is pretty good for
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, Sacramento area has a lot of talent and a lot of good places to perform. They really do. Actually, I should say we really do because that's what we are. So
For sure.
we really do have a lot of places to perform.
Yeah. We
a lot
actually
of
met you the
talent.
first time at Laughs Unlimited.
We did.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite places to perform.
Yeah.
Actually, is Laughs Unlimited, and that was a fun night, man. You guys really did a good job. Nick actually put on a clinic, if you
Clinic.
will.
A seminar.
Little-
Yeah,
little seminar.
a clinic of what to do as a stand-up comedian if you're new in the game. And I mean, I learned a lot. You know, I'm not new in the game, but I still learned a lot. And I'm sure the guys that were there, they learned a lot. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, everybody has a different perspective.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then, like the saying goes, like two heads are better than one.
Right.
So if maybe your thought process is a little bit different, you never
Mhm.
thought that way before. You're like, oh, okay, that's cool. Because
Yeah.
I mean, you had Mike Betancourt on here.
Yep.
Mike, every once in a while, he'll talk to me about stuff and ask for advice, and he's been doing it like maybe 5-6 years longer than I have.
Right.
And like vice versa. Like I'll talk to him about things, he'll talk to me, even though I'm younger than him in the game. You know.
Right.
But it's just you have two minds that
Yeah.
you look from a different angle.
Yeah.
I love Mike, man. He's one of my good friends. One of my real good friends.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Okay.
But that's also why we
Oh,
work
go ahead.
so well.
Mhm.
Because we're able to see from the two perspectives.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, we bounce
Maybe
off
I'm
each other.
missing something and then she'll be
Yeah.
able to come through and
Yeah.
be like, oh, why don't you spin it this way? I'm like, oh shit, yeah.
See, that's what I need, man. I need to find me a comedian female that I can marry, and be like, I can bounce my ideas, she can bounce hers off me. It'll be perfect, man.
Exactly.
Perfect. Wow.
All the time, you can find a comedian. You can marry
Yeah,
up a
but
comedian.
it gets weird though. Sometimes
It's hard to find one without a big ego.
Yeah, it gets kind of weird.
As long as you don't have an ego. Because
Yeah,
everyone's like, I
yeah.
can never be with another comedian. I'm like, it's just a person with an ego. That's all
Right,
it is.
right.
Because you could be a comedian with a fucking surgeon, and
Uh-huh.
if the surgeon has an ego, then it's not going to work. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter what your profession is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about your mind state.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're really similar in our thought process.
Oh wow,
So that's why we get along so well.
wow.
Right.
Yeah.
It works
Wow.
out.
Let me ask you this.
Does the music go the whole time?
Yeah, it
I
does.
was grooving
It's
this
fun.
whole time.
I love it.
They're
Hell
gonna
yeah.
be like, his head was bobbing the whole time. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Nick. What do you want people to think when you get off stage? Like as far as your performance, what do you want them to take away from your stand-up?
What do I, besides having a delicious package? It's like, oh, his bulge was out. It was nice. Nah, nothing. Just pure silliness. Like I
Okay.
don't. My stuff isn't too serious. You know, I
Alright.
talk about, not knowing my dad and stuff like that. But everything's in a very animated, positive way. So,
Right.
I just want people to have fun. I'm not
Okay.
trying to be prolific or send a message or anything
Right,
like that.
right.
I just want to make people laugh.
Yeah.
I do a lot of crowd work because I
Okay.
love the exchange there.
Oh, I love it too.
Yeah, it's fun. So I just want to entertain people. I want people to go home and be like, that dude was funny.
Right.
And I don't need them to think like, oh my God, he made me think. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Just laugh.
Yeah,
It's comedy.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Same with you, or
Very similar. And I'd say also, I think it's one of my favorite things when an audience member comes up to me. Not only do they think I'm funny, but they're like, I related to you.
yes.
That's one of my
yes.
favorite things. They're like, I haven't heard anybody that has the same opinion as me on this, or went through this same thing I've been through.
Mhm.
And I'm happy you're making jokes about it. Like
Right.
that's probably my very favorite thing.
Right,
But
right.
in general, I want people to feel like they got to get away from their worries and stress
Uh-huh.
of everything else they've been going
Uh-huh.
on, and they truly had a good show and were in the moment. That's what I hope that they
Okay,
got from
Oh, yeah.
watching
that's
me.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Escapism, because that's why they come
Yeah.
and see us. They
Yeah.
want to escape their bills. They want to escape
Yeah.
whatever
Exactly.
it is, during the day that stresses them out,
Mhm.
and they want us to help do that. So yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Exactly.
Nick, how about let me ask you this: what's the greatest advice that you've gotten during your stand-up career?
The greatest advice that I ever received was just to work clean. Like, I don't work clean, but I learned to work
Have
clean
the ability
because
to.
have the ability
Okay.
to work clean
Okay.
because you could really follow the money there.
Whoa, all right.
You could do one set and like make like $100, and then you
Mhm.
do a clean set and it's like $300.
Wow, so
for
like
less time just for working clean.
so like cruise ships and things like that,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that may be
Corporate gigs,
corporate gigs.
college gigs.
Right,
And
right,
that might not be true to you, but I mean, if you're trying to pay bills,
And for example,
Right.
we're going to be going to Hawaii for a honeymoon.
Nice.
And we booked some shows, and one of them was a potential college gig. Now we
Okay.
booked 3 shows,
Okay.
2 that are not college, 1 that is. The one that is college is paying us pretty much for whatever the Airbnb costs us for the entire week.
yeah,
Wow.
because
okay.
it's a clean corporate show.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's clean, 20 minutes. That's all
Yeah.
we have to do is 20 minutes of clean work.
That's
each.
it?
Yep, and then it basically pays for our Airbnb stay.
Oh my goodness.
For the week.
Oh my goodness. I need to
If
start
you
writing
can work,
clean.
now I'm not a clean comic. Like most of the time, like if someone's booking me, I'm not doing clean. But if someone asks me to, I can.
Okay.
So that's where,
Okay.
because that's where the money is going to be.
Right,
So
right,
that's
right.
having, like he said, having the ability is super important.
Yep.
If you
Okay.
want to make good money.
Yeah, definitely go that route.
So that's good advice, man. Work clean and write clean. Yeah, that's good.
You want to
man.
be able to travel any avenue. You know what I mean?
Right,
you gotta
right.
be pliable.
It doesn't have to be your regular set, but it's there and it's ready and you have it in your arsenal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
and you'll
right.
surprise people too. Like if you're like a dirty comic, but you have clean in your pocket, and you submit to something, and they're
Right.
like, "Oh, I didn't know you could do clean."
Yeah.
And then you surprise them. You do your clean set. You're like, "Okay, nice, yeah."
Okay,
Now,
okay.
now you have people suggesting you for both things.
Right.
Now
right.
your name's out there because they didn't
Right.
otherwise know about that. They're like, "Oh shit, did you hear
Yeah.
that defunct does clean?"
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and I mean, I could write clean easily. All I have to do is just take all the curse words out of my jokes, and they're still funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know.
Sometimes
pretty
it's
easy.
fun finding other words to use instead of the curse words.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, it actually hits harder.
Yeah.
When you find like a funny or sillier word to use, or even if it sounds like a more serious word, it still comes off really funny to people.
Right,
I
right,
don't know.
right,
Sometimes
right.
It's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna practice that tonight. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go home and practice writing clean because I want to make the money.
Yeah, dude,
I
it
wanna make
pays.
Oh, we
Yeah.
already heard you're a great writer because we had that workshop with Ellis.
Oh man, yes.
And he had you write the
yes.
the Britney Spears joke, and you killed it.
Dude, you crushed that joke.
Thank you,
So
and
good.
shout out to Ellis Rodriguez too, by the way. I mean,
Yeah,
for
he's a
doing
homie.
that.
He was
Yeah.
at our wedding.
He was.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
there.
Yeah, he's the only one I know that's doing that right now for other comics, and we need that, in the
Yeah.
community. We really do.
Yeah.
So shout out to him for doing that, for
Yeah.
real.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so what can we catch you guys next?
Well, this Saturday night, we are at a place called Vince's Ristorante.
Restaurante.
Ristorante. He's featuring and I'm headlining.
Nice.
And it is, it's in Sacramento.
Yeah,
so-
it's West
Yeah, they're
Sacramento,
posted.
you guys,
Yeah, I'm
right
trying
off
to
of
find the
Harbor
flyer.
Boulevard. Vince's Restaurant, you get off on Harbor,
Yeah.
and it's right there on the left, right
Yeah.
right after you get off.
It's pre-ticket sales are $15. At the door, it's $20. There is limited seating
Yep.
because they are being COVID safe.
Yep.
So if you want to get your tickets, you go to yourcomedyjam.com.
Damn.
hmm And then other than that, what we have coming up is just we're in Hawaii. So I don't know if any of your listeners are going to be there, but
Yeah.
we are performing in Hawaii.
Well, we do have people
Nice.
listening who are in Hawaii.
Really?
So yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
nice.
We're worldwide,
Come out
baby.
to our shows.
Okay,
Yeah.
so on that note, let me get my flyers out here. Here we go. All right. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
here.
no,
I'm
you're
here
good.
creating dead air, trying to
No,
find this shit.
you're good. You're good. You got. We're trying to find
Okay.
out where we can see you, so that way I can
Definitely.
send people to your shows. You
Right.
know.
So on October the 30th, we are doing the Manifest Royal Arcade Comedy in Honolulu,
Ooh.
8 p.m. So
All right.
we are there.
All right.
And then I'm going backwards now, the 27th.
Yeah. 27th.
27th, 7 p.m. We are
Right.
at Blue Note, Hawaii,
Okay.
7 p.m. We
All right.
are both featuring.
Nice.
And then we have a college gig that we can't really promote, but
Okay, well
Yeah,
that's good.
that's
That's
cool,
good.
man.
I mean,
There we
those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good. Now, do you guys struggle with who's gonna feature, who's gonna headline, or do you guys just say whatever?
yeah.
Okay.
Usually, if somebody asks us, then we'll maybe assess like the location,
Mhm.
because typically, like in some places, he will probably do better, or I might do better.
Right.
So like for instance, if it's a like more rural
Yeah.
type of place where there's a lot of like right-wing people,
Okay.
they tend to like his material better because it's very family
Oh.
jokes,
Oh,
and
all right.
the way he plays with the crowd is a little bit sillier, and they're more
Yeah.
into that.
Uh-huh.
And if it's like a rowdy crowd,
Yeah.
then that's my fucking
Yeah.
jam.
Although we have
Love
done a
rowdy
couple
crowds.
rowdy, we've done a couple rowdy crowds that I headline, and it's still.
And I'll just do
did
crowd
really
work
well,
with them the
so.
whole time.
It's
that's
fun.
that's cool.
But yeah,
that's
it's-
cool.
It depends though, because we've done rowdy crowds.
I don't
that
do it as well
it
in
was-
San Francisco, like Bay Area and stuff like that.
You know,
I'm just too hood for it. I don't like
yeah,
it.
same here, man. Same here.
She does
yeah.
really well.
Yeah. So when it comes to like, if we have to assess the location, and typically, and then usually if they're like, which one do you want to headline, we usually
Yeah.
ask if we can co-headline.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
And if it doesn't work out, then we don't care. We're
But
just
yeah, we don't
whoever.
because it's the same bank account. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As long as we're on the
Exactly.
show,
It
we're
all
getting-
goes into the same one. It funnels
Yeah.
right in, baby.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
the last 4 shows you've
Yeah.
headlined and I featured.
Right.
So it's like I don't care.
No.
I do last time. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm still getting paid the same.
Yeah, we truly don't care.
Okay, say I'm a new comic. First weekend, good advice. Go ahead, Nick.
First weekend for a new comic,
Yeah.
like brand new,
Brand
going
new.
to open mics.
Brand new, open micer.
I would tell them to do not write dick jokes.
Okay.
Write about yourself.
Right.
Write something that's personal.
Right.
Something that you feel that you somebody can't steal from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's going to be true to you, and you don't have to worry about like somebody, thinking that you're hacky or shit like that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of new comics, they start and they're like, they talking about like fucking pussies and wieners and shit like that. And
Yeah,
it's just like
yeah,
it's
farts
overdone.
and-
It's been
yeah.
done too much. Talk about your family. Talk about what you think is funny
Mm-hmm.
with yourself.
Mhm.
Make fun of yourself.
Right.
Be self-deprecating.
Right.
And because we were just watching a comic, and you were like, they're not. What is your view? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You keep talking about
Yeah,
stuff.
somebody who's a headliner,
Okay.
and I've seen him do really well with material, but all of
Right.
a sudden he like stopped caring. And he was
What?
like, he didn't have a stance on anything where he's like, I'm not this and I'm not that. I don't care. I don't care about anything. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. And then I'm like, well, now I don't care about you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like I got that he was, he definitely has a fan base. His fans still loved him, and we're laughing and we're having a good time.
Okay.
But I'm sitting back, knowing this person, have seen this person perform before, and I was
Right.
like, well, if you don't have a hard stance on anything, like nothing, not even like what kind of water you drink,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it doesn't have to be about politics. It can be literally like, oh, I prefer felt pens over ballpoint pens, and you have a joke
Right,
about that.
right, right.
But there wasn't any of that. He was like, I don't care about anything, and it's like, well,
Okay.
have something.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah. Have a viewpoint, a stance. Yeah, something. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. How about your favorite comic? Who is your favorite comic of all time?
I don't know about a favorite of all time, but one of my very favorites that really inspires me the most is Ali Wong.
Okay. Okay.
Her work ethic is incredible, and
Yeah.
I've seen her like in rooms that I was performing where she just came in to just pop in
Just popped in and destroyed
she's
it.
working on stuff and just destroying with her stuff that she's workshopping.
Wow.
And she comes in a crowd, she'll be like, who here knows me? And it'll only be half the crowd sometimes that will know who she is. And she's like, good. And she'll
Yeah.
be doing stuff and still crushing and still, I don't know. And I love her specials. I love the way she writes. I love her style. And it's just, she's the person that really just inspires me the most. So
Cool.
I really like Ali Wong.
How about you, Nick?
Probably Pablo Francisco.
Really?
He's a silly goose, and that's my kind of humor. I'm still
Okay.
a child. I love that. But like,
Loves the sound effects.
like yes, I love the sound effects. All of his voices, they fucking kill me.
Yeah.
But if I had to say like, tied with first would be Chappelle.
Okay.
I've always loved Chappelle.
Okay.
Everything he does is fucking.
Yeah, normally
So
I
fucking
do top
hilarious.
3, but I switched it up today. I'm just gonna do top 1.
There you go.
Because
Top
it's,
one.
It's better. It's better that way. the number 1 guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
For
there's
you.
2 of us, so that makes sense.
Yeah, for me it's Richard. Got to be Richard Pryor.
Nice.
Gotcha. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
He,
Solid.
he's the king for me.
Yeah.
He was a dope fiend and a woman beater, but he's still the man. To me. So
Nice,
I
yeah.
can't be mad at him.
Yeah,
for
he's
that.
super funny.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Anything that we didn't cover that you guys want to cover?
Now we want to know about you.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Go ahead. Ask away.
Where'd you start? How'd you start in comedy? 'Cause
Okay.
you've been doing it for what?
You've been
How
doing
do
it
you say,
a long time.
18 years?
Yeah, we did. I used to work for a radio station called 103.5 The Bomb, and we were
I think
giving
I
away.
remember that. It's around here?
Yeah,
Sacramento?
yeah. We were giving away tickets to the Kings of Comedy when it was D.L. Hughley
Yeah.
and God rest his soul, Bernie Mac.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember this lineup.
Yeah, and who else was it? It was Steve Harvey
Mhm.
and
Was it
Cedric
Cedric?
the Entertainer. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I was backstage talking with DL after I had went up and introduced, them and addressed the crowd, and he said, "You have a great stage presence. You should try doing stand-up comedy." I said, "You got to be crazy."
But a DL
I said,
saying this,
Yeah, I said, "There's no way. I'm not doing that. You crazy." But I said, "You know what? A month later, I tried open mic and I loved it.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And ever since then, I've been doing it. So,
Nice.
that's how I got my start.
Yeah.
And, there's been ups and downs. I made all the wrong turns, all the wrong moves in the beginning. All the wrong moves. Hung out with the wrong people. Went to the wrong rooms. Told the wrong jokes.
Oh,
Because I didn't have any real guidance. I was just kind of just going. But I took 3 years off. And I've been back for about 4 months, and now that armed with that knowledge, I can make the right moves.
I get you. I feel very similarly. Like I felt like my first 6 months.
Yeah.
It was just I felt empty every time I finished a set, and it was because I wasn't writing for me.
Yeah.
And then I took a year off, and even my first year back, I was still trying to struggle with finding the voice. And figuring out what works for me. I didn't have the guidance, like you said.
Right.
It's like finding your own path is so hard.
It is.
So
it
that's
really
commendable.
is. Yeah. So that's how I got my start, and
So
I just
how
been
do you
grinding.
feel you set yourself on the right path? Like, what'd you do? How'd you change your...
I took that time off that I needed, and I refocused. And when I came back, I assessed the scene as to who was in it, what moves I needed to make, and networking more, talking to people more, like how I talk to you guys outside of laughs.
Yeah.
I would have never done that in the past. I would have just stood in the corner and smoked a Newport and expected you guys to come to me and talk to me versus me going to you guys.
The ego thing.
Yeah, it was an ego thing.
Yeah.
So, I was like, okay, I have to stop that, and I have to actually put myself out there in order to, get the things I need to get and accomplish things I want to accomplish.
Is that why you got the little spiritual set up here now?
Actually, that's not mine. That's one of our other air talents.
I'm just
and
teasing.
okay.
That's cool.
She's
though.
a spiritual
sage.
person. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm just.
Right now, that's a huge blunt.
Yeah,
Whatever.
she's a spiritual person. But yeah, so that's basically
cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, basically what my new approach.
That's great.
And
That's good.
it's been working. It
Yeah.
really has. It
Yep.
really has.
Yeah.
I've been getting good gigs, and I'm happy. I'm happy about that.
That's
Yeah,
great.
the name of the game is fucking networking. You got to talk
Yeah.
to people. You got to
Yeah.
find out what they're doing, what they're running,
And
and
as
stuff
somebody
like that.
it wasn't an ego thing, it's social anxiety for me.
Right.
So
I
I
have
would
that
go
too.
to all the big mics, and people are like, why aren't you further along? And it's because I'm like a wild animal. It's like,
Right,
I'm
right.
more afraid of you than you are of me. Like
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
afraid to go up and talk to people when I'm by myself. And so I was never having I never had like a open mic buddy or anything like that. Like I was just very, very recluse, very nervous to talk to people.
Well, see, my problem was my open mic buddies always had bad reputations.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
You
that
know what I
makes
mean?
sense. Yeah.
And so I'd get guilty by association, lumped in with them because they
Right.
drank too much at the open mic, or they drank too much at their gigs,
I see.
or they showed up high,
Yeah, it's always a
or they
problem.
showed up, they showed up,
Just being unprofessional.
unprofessional, unkempt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just bad. And then I'm calling myself being a nice guy, giving a ride, or saying, okay, yeah, we can go to the open mic together. That's cool. I need somebody to go. Nah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
not the
always
right
work.
moves.
So I roll solo now.
Well,
That's good.
right on.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's what I do.
Be in charge of yourself.
Yeah, I roll
Make sure you get
solo.
your
I
own
don't-
opportunities.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't
and
let
it's-
somebody else ruin it.
Exactly, and it's not being selfish. It's just
Nope.
looking out for my own career.
Have
Yeah.
to.
You know.
That's
Yep.
what I always did too. Is if anybody was in the scene, when I first started, I was with people that were like my friends, and I was
Right.
like, oh, these guys are burning bridges. So
Exactly.
I cut them off immediately. It's like, I don't
Exactly.
need that kind of shit in my life.
No, you
I don't need you
Exactly.
ruining opportunities for me because
Right.
you want to be an asshole.
Exactly.
So you're doing the right thing.
Exactly.
And then like I was running with my guys, the Deaf Puppies, and they're all stand-up dudes. They're all great guys.
Right.
They're all killers.
Right.
And I didn't have to worry about anything like that. So like, okay, this is the group that I
Uh-huh.
want to be in.
Genuine group of friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All
now
right.
it's us two.
Yeah.
Now it's us two when we're just, kind of chilling.
Yeah.
And you guys
Booking shows and
are good
having
for
fun.
each other because
Yeah.
you guys are helping each other win.
Yes,
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
That's what it's all
Exactly.
about because
Again, no ego.
yeah, no ego. You help each other win, and you guys do your damn thing every time. And I can't wait to come and see you guys actually do a live performance though.
We're
because
going to be co-headlining at the Punchline in February.
February, really?
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll
on
be there.
February 23rd. It's a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
It's based off our podcast. It's our podcast is called the Secret Minorities Podcast.
All right.
And it's basically it's called Secret Minorities because we're Latinos, but we look. Everyone thinks we're white.
Oh, okay.
Everyone does.
Okay.
I'm like, no, we're both Latinos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
She
Yeah, I
look
know,
like
like-
Raza.
I know. He's like, you listen to Limp Bizkit. Look at you.
But genuinely we are, and so that's kind of like the show a little bit. We have my good friend Kari Assad. She's coming from LA.
Okay.
She's gonna be featuring for us. We
Okay.
have really good guy Diego
Curiel.
Curiel's gonna be on the
yeah,
show.
he's a good friend of
Mike
mine.
Betancourt's hosting it.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
a
Okay.
fantastic show, and that's going to be on February 23rd. And again, we're co-headlining, so that'd be the show to come to.
Oh yeah, I
November-
gotta come see you guys, man.
November 26th and 27th, I'm going to be at Laughs Unlimited featuring
Yeah,
Oh.
November.
for
Andre Bailey. Yeah.
There is, I don't have the exact date yet, but I'm getting booked for a show called Brownish
Brownish.
at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood in November.
Nice, nice,
on that
nice,
one, too.
nice. You guys got a lot of great stuff coming up,
Yeah,
man.
for
Yeah,
sure.
so-
It's
you
gonna be
really
fun.
do.
And with this stuff, we could do like kind of like a ladder thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she gets this opportunity, and then she's like, "Hey,
I always
my
do.
husband's a
Yep.
great
Exactly
comedian."
how I run it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get
Yeah.
the connection and vice versa.
That's
Like,
how you gotta
Always.
do it.
she came from LA. She came to move out with me,
Uh-huh.
and then I had to like kind of like, no, she's fucking funny. She's
Yeah.
not just because a lot,
I didn't
want to
get booked because I was
Yeah.
his
a
girlfriend.
lot of the
people,
comics
yeah.
out here they get with like open micers,
Right,
and
right,
they start
right,
taking
right.
advantage of them.
Right,
No.
I'm
right,
like, oh my
right.
gosh.
No,
But
no.
like, no,
I've
she's
seen
not an open micer.
I've been
She's
doing
been doing
this.
it for a long time, and she's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, she is, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then she's by being funny, she started making a name for herself out here,
Yeah.
Right.
and now getting more gigs.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's good.
Which is dope, man. I mean, you keep getting those gigs out here, man. Keep doing your thing.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Anything else that we didn't cover that you guys want to cover before we get out of here?
Well, let's just promote our social media, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
where you go? Can we get you on your socials?
Let's do it. You can go to my website. It's daniellearce.com,
All
and
right.
it has a couple videos on there,
Nice.
bio, all my
Nice.
credits. I haven't updated my calendar, but you can go to my Instagram at Danielle Arce Comedy, and I'm always promoting all my shows on there.
Okay. All right.
You can find me on Instagram at Nick Larson Comedy.
Mhm.
If you go into the bio, I have a link tree. It has all my links on there. Like I have Nick Larson Photography because I do
Right.
photography as well.
Oh,
If
yeah.
anybody needs photos,
He's the best.
Yeah, this
I
dude
do.
right
Yeah,
here,
I do
man.
everything.
He's gonna hook some headshots up
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna
me.
get him too.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can find me at Defunct the Legend on everything, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. So, okay. Well, listen, I want to thank you guys for stopping by.
Well, thanks for
Yeah,
having
thanks
us.
for having us, seriously.
You guys
This
are
is so
awesome.
fun.
Thank you very much. And we're gonna wrap it up.
And your man
And
behind the scenes,
Shadow.
Shadow.
Shout out to Shadow.
killing it,
for
thinking that
killing
we're
it.
white. It's
Yeah.
okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep it right here, man. It's hyperadio.com. Flavor shows on your airwaves.
Thanks for having us.